Now, to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. Representing the three-time Stanley Cup champion New Jersey Devils, Arlette.
I feel like I'm at a game. Oh my gosh. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Sunday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast Sunday edition. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Shorts Guy. And Scotty's going to dial in a little bit later because he's having some technical issues, which caused our 10-minute delay. But let's not blame it on Scotty. I'm going to blame it on Beer Baron because he's not here and he can't defend himself.
Exactly.
Streaming live on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Yeah. I'm having
Exactly.
a little bit of a problem watching the playoffs right now.
Why is that, Sam?
The Devils aren't in it because of
Okay.
bad mistakes amongst leadership. I'm hoping that they're correcting it as we speak.
I would hope so, too.
B, the Rangers are still in it. And watching our rival and their fans actually having fun when I truly believe my team should be having fun with my fellow fans, it makes me mad. It makes me mad. And you have to think, Shorts Guy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this out loud. I'll probably get in trouble by somebody.
You always get in trouble. You always get in trouble for everything you say, so just say it anyway.
I always get in trouble for a lot of... All right, so I'll say it anyway.
Just assume. Just say it anyway.
I almost want to march over. If the Rangers actually win the Cup, because technically they still have a chance. They're still in it. I almost want to march over to David Blitzer's house and Joshua Harris's house and protest and not leave till something's done. This is not really a well thought out statement because I'm being irrational. I'm emotional right now because my team is not in it, but my team does have the second overall pick. And I know pucksandpitchforks.com, Nick Villano, has been brainstorming ideas what moves we should make, which, is what the title is. It should be what moves should the Devils make, but I was writing it and I was like, what moves should they make? But yeah, it's what should Tom Fitzgerald do? I already have my choice what to do with the second overall pick. Not going to trade it. I'm all in on Logan Cooley, no matter what. Now, if Montreal decides to take him, then I don't know. In my mind, what would be that plan B? I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think I stated it last week on this podcast and also on Hockey on Tap. You take any and all phone calls between now and the draft, and at least entertain any and all offers to see what people want to offer for that second overall, if anyone wants to take that second overall. And then at that point, if you hold on to it, at that point you're taking the you're taking some just the best available player at the time. I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, just take the best available player. Just take the best available player at the time that you're drafting. I mean, second overall is not too bad. Obviously, it's not the position we want to be in, but we have to just take whoever's available. Or if anyone does want to offer us something worth trading for that second overall, then you entertain that. You definitely entertain those trade talks too.
Yeah, I got a question on the YouTube Live. The Art of Pimpin' asks, we need a winger or another D-man. Why take another center? And Dave Salvato, I'm going to agree with you. You take the best available. Who cares about positioning at this point? You take the best available because I think Logan Cooley could play very, very instrumental and well in the Devils' rebuild by playing actually on the third line. He's a good two-way player. He is the second best prospect in my mind in the draft. And if you follow the Pittsburgh Penguins model, which Ray Shero and Tom Fitzgerald was a part of, and which started 3 Stanley Cups with Sidney Crosby, I say they had Crosby, Malkin, Jordan Staal. They got so much value out of Jordan Staal when he was traded. Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier. Can they play an 82-game season? What happens if Jack Hughes gets hurt? Could you put Logan Cooley on the top 6? Dawson Mercer, in the beginning of last season, I thought was going to be that guy. But you know what? I think he's a top 6 forward. I think Logan Cooley could be that guy that can really eat up some minutes because the Devils, their style, their brand is a mirror image of what the Pittsburgh Penguins was.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just had to do the cough one. But I think right now Logan Cooley is the only pick, if he's still available, assuming that Montreal doesn't take him. That's who you go with. That's who you go with. I understand with need. I understand the Devils need a goaltender, but you're already so past your prime with this rebuild. You might as well go all the way and just fill that pipeline because later down the road, you could trade. You could make a trade and get tremendous amount of value. And just remember, salary cap maybe not an issue now, but down the line, what happens if you've got a dispute? What happens if you've got guys that want $10 million a year, but Jack Hughes is making $8, but he's not Jack Hughes? Guess what? Take a hike. We got Logan Cooley. We still have his rights for X amount of years, whatever. That's what I'm thinking. And also, the knock on Slafkovsky is, look, those leagues, they're good leagues, but according to Chris Peters that we had on State of the Fan Address, where he was out in Europe, but you know what? In the COVID era, I would rather stick this is me personally. If I was a scout, I'd rather stick with the U.S. Canadian, developmental, those programs right now. I don't think there's too much risk in the European. I don't know. Just right now, I just think, yeah, you can't teach size. I know the argument of bringing size, but again, I think we may have some forwards, someone like Fabian Zetterlund, who performed very well with the Utica Comets, that could play that top six and be that nasty forward. I like to see some nastiness. We saw some nastiness, Rangers against the Canes. The fight at the end. Ty Domi's kid, Max, mixing it up in the end. And D'Angelo trying to prove a point, going after the coach. I love that drama. I'll admit it. Is it right? Probably not. But you know what?
No,
I think
probably not.
Right now, I think Logan Cooley is the only person you should be thinking about right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's projected to go number 2. What is that? Shane Wright that's supposed to go number 1. So I think he's definitely got to be the guy that the Devils are looking at. I don't even know who the highest rated goaltender is. I'm trying to find something right now, but you kind of have to look at Logan. Cooley seems to be your guy. He seems to be the best the best possible one right now. But even like in the top 5, prospect rankings or whatever, 4 of them are centers. 4 of them are centers. One is a left wing, and number 3 that's I'm gonna screw this name up, but Cutter Gunther or whatever, Gunthier. But again, there's centers pretty much all in the top 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the top 10 are centers. 2 are defense, 2 are left wing. So it's not like we have a ton of wingers that are available at that top echelon. And then continuing down the line, the highest rated goaltender isn't even in the top 50. There isn't even a goaltender rated in the top 50 of this draft.
I'll tell you what, Shorts guy. I don't know if you think if you would agree with me. I see Scotty logging in. I see you, Scotty. Just I'm switching gears right now.
Right.
Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for that intro. Wow.
Oh, sorry. Let me try it again. Please welcome to the Let's Go Devils podcast, Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Scotty.
I better do my research right now. What's going on, guys?
Not
How's
much.
it going?
There we go.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about
what we should do with the second overall.
What they should do with the second overall, trade, whatever.
Oh.
I'm all on Logan Cooley. That's it.
Who?
Not going to even talk. Logan Cooley.
Logan Cooley. All right. Well, actually, this is funny because I was just thinking about this. This is the one thing that I was thinking about last night before the podcast was I was all about Fitzgerald trying to trade that pick for a goaltender. And then the lottery
been on that for a while.
And totally redeemed itself and only moved us up to the second position. And now I'm like, I think I'd rather take that draft pick because I don't know about this Logan Cooley, but I've seen this. Who's this kid from? Is he from the Czech Republic or Slovakia? Salafalski, something like that. Kid is 18 years old.
Samsonite.
I was way off. The kid is 18 years old. Hang on, I'm gonna look him up here. I was in a bit of a a little bit of a technical kerfluffle here, trying to get the. I think it's gonna have to happen, gentlemen. I think I'm gonna have to update to like a new MacBook Like I've been fighting it for so
yeah.
long because my MacBook was the last year that they had the CD drive installed in it.
Oh yeah.
They're like a golden era. You don't have those anymore. You have to get like an external CD drive, if you want to have stuff like that. And it's just I don't want to get rid of it, but I think it's getting to that time.
I mean,
it's getting to that time.
I can see why you would use CDs, but I don't know. The last time I used a CD was in my old vehicle.
I had to. Someone hit me with a request one time, and I was like, I think I actually have that CD in like I have like a couple bags of just CDs just from the having them from back in the day. And sure enough, the last bag I looked through, it's right there on the bottom, and it's the other what was it? The Dublin Death Patrol, the thing that Chuck Billy did with Zetro from Exodus. I had their second out, and whatever. But either way, CDs happens.
The last time I had to burn a CD was actually for my wedding, and I didn't know what to do because they told me it must be on CD, and I think I picked up blank CDs. I picked up blank CDs out of all places, CVS Pharmacy, because I couldn't find it anywhere. Man. Nobody had it at the time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay,
go ahead,
Scotty.
So
Scotty.
Right, so here we go.
I just have to say it's kind of ironic. I'm saying, wow, you use CDs. Meanwhile, right behind me is an entire collection of vinyl. I've got vinyl behind me, so it's like I'm calling you out for CDs, and I have vinyl behind me. Anyway.
Oh yeah, you should see if I open up this cabinet. There's like DVDs and VHS and CDs, and there's a box of cassette tapes there as well. Oh my god. Anyway, so I don't even know how to pronounce this kid's first name. Jure, maybe he's from Slovakia, right wing. Salkovsky. I think Salkovsky. Slavkovsky. There you go. Hey, old Slavkovsky over here. Oh, look at this kid. No, 18 years old. He's 18, and this kid is 6'4" and like 220 at 18. Mm-hmm. At 18.
Well, so was Pavel Zakin. How did that turn out?
I don't think he was that. Did Pavel Zakin ever weigh over 200 like that? Whereas
Sam, you might like this. Kid. Sammy, you might like this. This kid weighs 218.
Okay, I'm changing my mind right now. Just kidding.
Did you find it? Oh, yeah, there he is. 6'4", 218. Youngest player on the Slovakia team, on the Slovakia Olympic team for 2022. Named tournament's most valuable player after he led all skaters with 7 goals and tied 3 others for the tournament. 7 points. Slovakia won the bronze medal. This kid is.
So he's got some.
I don't know. I got to learn about
tournaments.
Yeah, I got to learn about old Logan Cooley over here. But, whoo, this kid might actually be who we thought Pavel Zacha was going to be. That big,
heads up,
power forward.
Now, Heads Up Hockey on the YouTube Live says Nemec is going to be the best defenseman in the draft. Should be going first overall in his opinion. And Nick Villano made a great point on the State of Fan address. If you actually draft Nemec and put him with Luke Hughes, that could be a dynamic pairing for 10 years. Dynamic pairing,
That could. Also
a lot of options.
So, hey, watch those World Championships. I don't know. Both of them playing. I got to check that out, actually, if they are. I'm not really sure.
That's on NHL Network, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but great. No, thanks, Optimum. Thanks, Optimum, for making that a premium channel now.
You got some nice decisions there. Now, I mean, it sounds very enticing to me especially if it looks like it's going to move on from Zacha, to have someone else along with, a Nolan Foote as well, who has that size, who has that grit, who really plays with that sort of powered forward mentality, where Pavel Zacha, turned out he was a little bit more finesse He didn't really grind it out and big checker or anything like that, or you get that. So a week before, I was all about trading this pick for a goalie. And now I'm like, don't you dare trade this pick. Like, we have to draft this pick and not trade it and just wait. Just wait on goaltending, I feel like. Now all of a sudden I'm saying wait on goaltending, but I don't think you should I don't think you should trade this one. I don't think you should pass up either of those. Now, a lot of the other, and just so you know, a lot of the other top-rated players are at center. We're pretty good at the old center position right now. That's where old Salivkowski, oh, yeah, he's a right winger. Nice, And what side does Nemec play? Is he
That's a good question. I don't remember. I can't remember.
Right wing or right D or left D? It doesn't. It's not a defenseman. It just says defenseman here on the thing I'm reading.
He's so good he can do both.
6 foot 190. I mean, I just can't believe that kid, man. 6'4", 218, and he's 18 years old. Holy hell, He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna get
you would hope
bigger. Yeah. Whew.
So what you could do though.
Am I
really
wrong?
Wouldn't have any ass.
Do you trade?
No.
Do you trade or do you hang on? I'm going hang on now.
Well, second overall, you have to hang on unless there's an unbelievable deal. Unless there's an unbelievable deal.
I'm just trying to look at some situations here. I should have done more research because I'm thinking on the fly here about what we could potentially do. Let's see. NHL app teams, boom.
Well, I'm all in on Logan Cooley. I'm
not all in. I'm not all in on anything yet. I'm not all in on anything yet.
I have not. This.
Heads up, hockey. Hanging on second overall unless you give me McDavid.
Yeah, okay.
I agree.
That's not happening.
I agree.
That's
but the point is you hang on to the second overall pick because everybody was talking about trading.
Oh, hanging on, yeah.
It's all about hanging on.
Logan Cooley. Why, Samwo? Why do we need another center?
Because we got two that can't play 82 games yet.
That is something else that we have to consider.
Where are you going to put him on the fourth line?
Season.
Are you going to
put him on the third line? He's a great two-way player.
You're going to put Dawson. Where are you going to move Dawson Mercer?
Dawson Mercer is a top six forward. Put him on the wing.
Dawson Mercer is a top six forward. Okay. You want to tell Beer Baron that you're getting rid of Mikey McLeod? I don't want to tell him that you're getting rid of Mikey McLeod.
I'll tell him.
Well, he's not here, so who cares? We can get rid of Mikey McLeod.
Oof, he's gonna punch you in the face for that, buddy.
I'll wait till next week.
I'm gonna say no to Cooley just because he seems like the exact kind of player we already have, and I'm going with that defenseman Nemec and
it's a mini Jack Hughes.
Salivkowski. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. I'm sure I'm butchering that 100%. Feel free to criticize me all the way and correct me, please. Anyone got a phonetic spelling of that, I'll give it a shot. Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live. Thanks a bunch.
You know what I want to know? I wish we had this information. I wish we had this information because the Devils are very analytics based. They're scouting. I want to know what the numbers are on these guys and what they're. I'm sure everybody else would want to know. Like, how are they ranking them? Are they going to pick on need or are they going to pick on best available? The political correct way, Tom Fitzgerald has always said is I always pick best available. But sometimes you're like, yeah, right.
Well, that's the one thing that the Devils scouts have done is draft well over the last couple of years. That is actually one thing that they've done well. They haven't done well bringing in a goaltender, but they've drafted well.
Everywhere else, yeah.
Because remember the the big question was Nico Hischier or Nolan Patrick, and they made the absolute correct decision on that one. Jack Hughes over Kako was a no-brainer, obviously. But even finding someone like Muhammad Doolin out of left field, like who the hell is that? And then Holtz was right before him, correct?
Holtz was sitting. No, that was Mercer. Mercer was right.
Oh, Mercer, yeah.
Sixth.
Mercer, yeah. So, but again, but even both those players, like they were two really great draft picks. So that if the Devils have done anything correct over the last couple seasons, it's draft well when we had really good draft picks. So we got to give them credit where credit's due. Walsh, yeah. So there's been a lot of good things that come out of the draft. So I have
Nico Dawes.
That is
Nico
Top
Dawes.
goaltender in the 2020 class.
Nikita Hoytuk. Woo! Got to talk about him beating up the GM's son. Oh man,
that's great. That is great.
I love it.
He's sending a message to Tom Fitzgerald. The fans aren't going to deal with this BS anymore.
Yeah. What idiot healthy scratched me in the last 2 games of the season? Who did that? Whoever they is should have been fired. You're fired. That was great. If no one saw Nikita Hoytuk down or up there for Utica. What's Fitzy's Casey, right? Casey Fitzgerald?
Yeah. Yep.
So they got into a little bit of a tilt there on the ice, and our boy Hoytuk says, "I don't really care that your dad's my boss," and he's in the stands probably watching this right now.
Nikita's an animal.
He is an animal, man, and
That's his new nickname.
Casey.
We're going to call him the Animal.
Woo, man! If you haven't seen that, like, what you got, you may miss it the first time, but watch it twice, and you'll see where he catches him. Whoa! Because Casey ain't no chump. I've seen plenty of fight videos with Mini Fitz going to town over there, so it was a good one. But I love that. I love that idea.
Hey, I just want to point out something, guys, on Twitter, that the pronunciation of they're saying,
where is it?
Oh, boy, Chuck. But
no, it's a Hoytuk.
Yeah, it's a Hoytuk.
Yeah.
So, but does anybody really know, like Andre Janssen?
Andreas
Janssen?
I could have swore he said one time in an interview post-game that was Andreas Janssen.
Or Brat.
But Brat is what I've heard of. He says Jesper Brat. I don't know.
Brat. I saw some Johnsonville sausages yesterday.
Oh, okay, good.
Shop,
good,
did you buy them?
Yeah. I'm not sold on them.
But that's what Kanji. That's how Kanji pronounced it. So I go with Kanji a lot of times just because I know. And we're gonna miss Kanji. Oh man, good for him though. Retiring, staying closer to home. Well, not retiring. He's still doing all the soccer stuff. And that's the thing. When you are the voice of international soccer, you don't have to travel very far. You just have to go to your study, put your headphones on, turn it on, watch the game at the monitor, and it's pretty easy at times. So good for him, man. I know hockey, 82-game season, that's a lot of traveling away from the fam and everything like that. But definitely going to miss him as the voice of the Devils, man. We were lucky 4 times over there with our announcers, Doc and Gary. Chico.
Who's going to be the next announcer?
Kanji. I don't know. I heard they wanted Sam Wu. They were like, "Have you heard this guy doing football calls on this post game show? It's amazing."
I wish.
Let's have one Sam Wu. Come on, for old time's sake. Come on. For old time's sake. Yeah, come on. Janssen, Mercer, and Jack Hughes. Let's go. That's the line that's out there.
Hold on a second. 82 degrees. Fake playoff hockey at the Rock. Devils. Who are we playing? I'll make up a team.
The Islanders.
Devils, Islanders, up against Lou Lamoriello, 28-year tenure in New Jersey. Our memory banks are erased. The Devils. Oh! It almost went by Nico Dawes, but Andre Johnson's got the puck. He's scrambling around. It's a bootleg to Jesper Bratt. The Devils are at center ice. I don't know what they're doing with the puck. They turn it over again, but Andre Johnson's got the puck. He's going one-on-one, and he scores!
Touchdown Devils. Come on. You can't leave us without touchdown Devils.
I'm in
New Jersey. Come on.
I am out of shape, and I'm not even playoffs.
We didn't even come on. We didn't even get the touchdown.
What
Devils.
a demo that
ready,
is.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on. That's the.
Let's try it again.
Come on.
Devils, Rangers. Is that Winston?
Of course. He's like, let's go, Sam Wu.
Seriously.
Andre Johnson takes the puck. He's going coast to coast to the 50, to the 40, to the 20, 10. Touchdown, Devils! Touchdown, Devils! And he kicks the puck into the crowd. Devils up 1-0. Are you ready, New Jersey? Yeah, we haven't done it. Devils After Dark in about a month, and just I'm off my game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get those demos ready. Send it to Roland, the producer. Be like, hey,
seriously.
I mean, just send them that. I mean, that'll sell it right there, dude. 100%.
Right there.
You're in. You're in.
Will it go viral?
Oh yes. I think you got it. I think you got it.
You think I got it?
I think you got it, dude.
Viral.
Winston agrees.
And then everyone will start talking crap about you.
The R. Pimpin said there are some rumors that he's going to ESPN to be their play-by-play.
Well, I think he already does ESPN soccer, so I think that's what, as far as I know, he was already doing that.
Yeah, Fox. I can't remember if it's ESPN or Fox Sports, but he does do some national.
Or maybe Fox Sports. Yeah, maybe it's Fox, the international stuff.
Fox. Yeah, he's done some national stuff for them. He could be doing that because that's much less travel, and at least like for the Red Bulls when he does that, like he did today, they do it from the studio in the city for MSG, so it's not like he has to travel for that.
Yeah. So good for Kanji. Gonna miss him though. Definitely on the calls. He was great.
Oh yeah, totally.
Should I ask Kanji? Can I get a recommendation? Can you send him?
I would love to ask Kanji to come on the show sometime in the off season when he gets settled and everything like that. Talk about some of his favorite moments there as Devils announcer. What's it like taking over for a legend like Doc Emmerich?
Yeah.
And then establishing his own voice and call and everything like that. There's a lot to it. How the hell does he pronounce half those names? I don't get it. I hear them.
Practice.
And then when I get here on the show, I'm like, the goaltender. He gets by the Sabres defenseman. You're like, oh man, that's a really tough one to pronounce.
He definitely has those on a sheet and he practiced them too. So it must be nice to get those to get those name sheets so that you can at least see phonetically what it is. That's a big help.
Yeah.
Maybe we can start.
Yeah,
maybe we can
also,
start. Maybe we can start somehow getting that from the team. Oh yeah. Maybe somehow we can start getting those phonetic spellings from the team.
Yeah, right. You can see how prepped he was, and just you could hear it in the calls, and just a little tidbits. He had been around the team for so long.
Oh yeah,
Gonna miss old Kanji. So, but
yeah,
very happy for him. As long as he's happy, then good for him. Good for him.
yeah, and the team trusted him too. So it seems like the players trusted him and were willing to open up a little bit for him too. So, man, Winston's got a lot to say tonight.
Winston, yeah, I know. He's he will not stop with that pillow today. Let me tell you.
Oh, that pillow. That poor pillow.
Yeah, it's Oh boy. Sam Wu, come back.
Seriously, Sam, where are you?
Yeah, Sam, come back. Come back and put me on mute for a second. Sam's just like, not doing it.
Yep. Sam's taking a break.
Oh, there we go. I think he's moved away finally. All right, excellent.
All right, good.
Well, either way, I was dead set on them giving up that pick though for a goaltender or something like that, and now I'm like, no way, top two. I don't know. I mean, maybe that Logan Cooley kid is definitely worth it, but I would say go with the defenseman or the winger. And those two names that I know you mentioned and I was talking about, both seem to me like the best fit for our team.
Yeah. I still think though you need to have an open phone line. You still need to pick up the phone when it rings to see what the offers are coming in for number 2.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Don't
absolutely. Close it down. Yeah.
No. I mean, you never know. You could maybe flip with someone that's the Coyotes really. So let's say you did a swap with the Coyotes. Really, the only player that I think we'd want is Chikrin. Pretty young defenseman. If they wanted to flip flop two for 3, give us him. Okay, that's one thing. But other than that, like Seattle doesn't have much that I think we would want for the 4th overall.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but you definitely got to keep that line open and see what's offered for number 2. And I feel like I've said it a bazillion times over the last 2-3 weeks, but it's it's something you got to do. I was not expecting us to have number 2. It's here we are, and it's a good problem to have. That's for damn sure.
All right, so I'm going to give a shout to Larry. Let's see, Larry, are you correct? Top 5, Simon Nemec. Ay. Is he a right-handed defenseman? So, I mean, that also Larry's pointing out here. Larry Blumenfield. What's that?
I thought I saw left.
With Luke and Muhammadulin on there on the right side already. Yeah, we do have. Right? Is Luke Hughes right side or left side defenseman?
I actually don't even know. I don't even know.
I know. I get so confused with all the.
I have all I can do to pay attention to the current NHL roster, let alone our prospects, not only in Utica but in college too. I've never been I've never been anyone that's like a big prospect person. Billy Dean the other day, Billy Dean that's on Hockey on Tap. When we were playing hockey 2 weeks ago, he skates by me. So who do you want to take with number 2? What do you want to take? The defenseman, the center? I was like, I have no idea. And you're trying to score me at the same time you're asking me these questions. I don't need these questions. It's like I was never like a huge prospect person. It's like, all right, well, prove it to me when you get up here.
Muhammadulin is a right-handed defenseman.
Okay.
And I think Luke Hughes is as well. He's technically not on the roster right now because he's still in college. So I think he is right as well. Yeah, we do have a lot of defense. I don't know. I'm saying for me, that kid, that size. Woo, like big Cass.
I mean, the size is definitely.
he's going to be 7 foot tall.
Luke
and
Hughes
you
shoots left.
can't teach
Luke
that.
Hughes shoots. He's a left-handed D.
Luke Hughes, okay, so he's left-handed.
Left-handed
Okay,
D.
all right.
Yeah. Left shooting D.
So,
Mm-hmm.
can't have enough.
I mean,
Can't have enough of him.
No.
I just can't pass that pickup now. I just really can't.
The
I
only-
was all about getting rid of it though for a while.
The only downside to picking a defenseman is generally we won't see him on the team for at least 3 to 4 seasons. They always take much longer to develop than a forward. So that means we have to be, if we're going to pick him now, we're not going to see him for a little while. Even though, he's had some experience already. We're normally you won't see him for a little while. So unless this kid could be different because of his experience and he can slot in much sooner, I don't know. Now I
wouldn't be surprised to see that other kid, Salavkovsky or whatever his name is. Hey, kitty cat. With his size and his play in the Olympics, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a shot as a team.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Which could be something we're looking for. I don't know. That seems like an enticing pick to me.
Yeah. Oh no, it's definitely an enticing pick, and more than likely they will probably stick with that number 2. But
oh yeah,
who knows?
I think so.
But like I said earlier,
but yeah,
if the Devils have done one thing, right, it's their drafting. So I have full faith and confidence that the Devils will do well with this draft pick. It's just a matter of what they're going to do. We're going to find out. So,
yeah, I'm pretty excited about it now. I did not, once it started like that draft start just rattling off in order, I was just like, yep, here we go. Not planned at all. But then all of a sudden, we're the only team that moves up. I'm like,
yeah. As I was watching that, I'm sitting there going, all right, we're not going to get it. All right, this is going to be us at 6. Oh, it's not. All right, this is definitely going to be us at 5. No, we're not at 5.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? All of a sudden, it's like, oh, we moved up. Like, I was not expecting it. I was expecting, I was
all I was thinking.
What?
Remember the Simpsons movie? Like when Homer's just like going down in the little hole, when we kept moving up, like past the Flyers and everything like that. That's all I kept thinking was that point with like flipping everybody off, trying to get outside the boat. Oh, hey, it's Sam Wu. Wait, where'd you take shots, guy?
Allergy problems. Both of us.
Oh.
I had to take them off screen,
okay.
But I was having an
gotcha.
allergy attack. So
I'm sorry.
pollen is so bad here in New Jersey. It's like my
Winston
car
was having a I don't know what you call it. It was well, he still is, but that's okay. Take care of your allergies, sir. You take your Claritin today? Come on. 24-hour. Let's go.
Zyrtec.
You're a Zyrtec? Okay, I'm a Claritin guy. It works for me. I take it in the morning because allergies. Oh man. By the way, anyone who, like me, except for a short period of time when I lived in Australia for study abroad, I had always lived on the East Coast. And when I moved to Los Angeles, it's coming up on 5 years. My allergies went away for like 6 months, and I'm like, I love LA. And then all of a sudden, your body adjusts to like the different temperatures and the different climate. And oh boy, did my allergies come back, and they are quite a doozy again. So I'm a Claritin man, 24-hour. Anyone out there struggling with allergies? I don't know. That one works for me.
I hate allergies. I mean, your car, you take it to the car wash, and a day later, it's like painted yellow because of all the pollen. You use the wipers and, all that.
Oh, that's nothing. See, out here also, that smog layer that they talk about in LA, oh, it's real. It's real.
Is it real?
Like, no matter what,
Wow.
if you just leave your windows open, you'll just get like a layer of dirt just build up. Like you're just like, where did that come from? It's like, oh, that's the smog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a short guy. I don't see him on the camera right now, but anyway,
That's okay.
Don't let me interrupt your conversation.
No. Where are you going? Stay. Hang around. I want to know what you think. Do you think? Because did you really answer before?
No, I just popped on because I was too busy.
Yeah, you left.
Blowing my nose and all that. I wasn't listening actually.
So what do you think? Because I want to keep that pick. I don't know about the Logan Cooley kid. I'm a little bit more sold on this big right winger from Slovakia. Short guy was talking about the defenseman. You like the other center. Are you confident that Fitzy keeps this pick, or do you foresee a trade?
I don't foresee a trade unless there's an unbelievable deal, but there wouldn't be. Why? There's no generational player with the second overall pick in this draft. It's not going to happen. Yeah. The only time I would see it happening is when McDavid, Eichel, assuming that the Devils had that second overall pick, could they do something with that pick with Jack Eichel? They probably could have done. It's very rare you could take a second overall pick and flip it and get something unbelievable back. I think the Devils, no matter what, because now it's confirmed that's the second overall, you go with it. And you know what? Shorts guy's coming back, so now it's my turn to be off air. But
it's funny, I haven't seen anyone say trade. I've been waiting to see anyone says trade, but I don't know.
Unless you trade, if you make a trade, it's not going to happen. But to Tampa, all right, and you get a goalie and Stamkos and their coach back, and we trade Lindy and that second overall, then I would do that trade.
No.
Shorts guy's mic was off. I don't know what would happen. He's probably playing with the computer. Let's try again.
Just some technical difficulties. Nope. Not yet.
I should send him a headset. I should just send him a headset. Why don't you relog in? See, what he has is New York Rangers internet. He's got Optimum. That's the problem.
Oh.
That's the problem.
That's the issue. Hey, go Canes, go, by the way. That's been a great series so far. All of the playoff series have been phenomenal lately. I really want the Canes to win, obviously. Love to see Toronto and Tampa. I feel like Tampa is just going to smoke the old Cats there. I think Tampa's like that team that's built for the playoffs. They just kind of cruise control their way through, and then, man, can they turn it on come playoff time. And out west, man, the Flames, that Flames-Oilers series, it's pretty crazy. Like, the goals, it was 5-1 the other day, and I'm like, wow, looks like the Oilers are going to be choking. I went in. I don't know what I did. I took a shower. I don't know what the hell I was doing at that point. I was done working out. I don't remember what I was doing, but I came back 10 minutes later and it was 6-5, and I'm like, the Scooby-Doo, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
is he
game,
back? Oh, there you go.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah, that game the other night between Calgary and Edmonton was wild. With it was not a goaltending. It was not a goaltending battle. Yeah. But
that give and go that they did the other day. Oh man.
Yeah,
he got bumped off the. He just wrote off his check. Takes the puck.
They're playing right now, aren't they?
Are they on now, or are they on?
They should be on soon. They should be on soon.
Or were they
check
on?
that out.
Who was on? Yeah, because
Oh crap! They're in second. They're through 2, and the Oilers are up 4-0. Wow.
Orioles are up 4. Man, you don't know what's going to go on in that series. It's really been. I mean, other than the Colorado and St. Louis, which has been hard hitting.
And now,
man, these
now
other
Binnington's
series
out.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for
That's
the
a big
Blues, but
Yeah, that's a big loss.
yeah.
Although I don't think that anyone out of the Flames Oilers series is going to win the Western Conference, because this series is going to be so emotionally charged between, with the Battle of Alberta. I think it's going to be hard for either of these teams to actually have anything left in the tank to go up against someone, like a Colorado, and to do it again. So I have a feeling that whoever wins this series is going to be out in the conference finals.
Yeah,
But
Go ahead.
The Lightning game, the Lightning game was a lot closer today though than the score looks.
Oh, Florida's good. Florida's good. Don't get me wrong. And their power play
can't get
finally
it together.
scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like they're a young team coming around, and I feel like this is the year that, like, I don't know. I think this is like the year of the Canes. I hope they get by the Rangers. I know they lost today, but hopefully they take the next game and then wrap it up at home. That's what I see. But I really feel like this might be the year the Canes finally, slay the giant and take Tampa Bay down.
That would, but if you think about that though, that would be an Eastern Conference final with two kind of with Carolina, if you want to consider it, but two Southern teams, two kind of Sun Belt teams. Definitely either Florida or Tampa are going to be in it. If the Hurricanes are in it, that's that expansion that the league wanted, and into those Southern markets, and here they are almost with an Eastern final with two of those Southern market teams. So that kind of speaks to what the long-term goal of moving into those markets was. As weird as it was originally, ice hockey in Florida, the Panthers, Tampa, Arizona's a mess, but they're still producing.
I mean,
Arizona's a mess,
better,
but
it's
but then Matthews is from Arizona, so Matthews is probably a hockey player because the Coyotes are in that market.
Jeremy Roenick, Nikolai Habibulin.
Oh man,
Who else was on that? Who else was on this team? The Bulin Wall, right?
For Arizona, friend of the podcast, Sean Burke.
Sean Burke
was on that. Was on those teams. Gretzky coached.
Who did Roenick play with?
I'm trying to remember.
I
can't remember who was on those teams, but man, there was an expansion the league wanted, so they're getting what they wanted out of that long-term goal.
We'll see. We'll see if the Coyotes are still there.
Well, yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
That's a whole mess right now with where they're going to play their games next year.
Oh man, that's so terrible. It's a bad look, I think.
It is a bad look. I mean, if those ticket prices were a little bit better, it may be neat as like a destination to go to see your team play in a 5,000 seat arena. But their ticket prices are absurd, so it's not even worth going to.
Yeah,
it's just going to cost way
fun
too much
for
money to go see.
That's like a weekend gimmick, type of thing. Celebrate at the school. There you go. The team comes to play there for the weekend. That should give me a break. It's going to look so bad. It seems unprofessional to me, but whatever.
Hey, not our team, not our problem. Not our team, not our problem.
Exactly.
We have enough problems on our own.
We have enough problems. Yeah.
For as many problems as Devils have, at least we can say at least we're not Arizona.
Yeah. So for everyone being like, "Oh, Scott Wedgwood," listen, okay, like that's the worst. That's the least of our problems right now.
Yeah.
Scott Wedgwood on the Coyotes. Oh man. Well, should we start to wrap it up here? Because I see we're over time. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what time we
I
actually
think we
started
should.
because I was signing in and out and restarting and trying to get my laptop here to actually work.
About 10:08, I think we started. So we can start to wrap
Okay.
it up soon.
We can
It's
start
not
to
been a
wrap it
very
up soon,
eventful
then.
week in Devils hockey this past week, so there
No.
wasn't much to talk about.
The best thing,
I was
the
surprised.
best thing was
I
a
was surprised we
Hoytu.
made it an hour.
Yeah,
That was about it. Utica
really
went out of
was.
the playoffs. That's a bummer, but it is what it is. Those guys got some experience at the playoffs, and it's hopefully going to be super valuable going forward in their careers.
They had the lead
Mhm.
going
They
into
did
the
have the
third
lead.
period.
Yep,
Mm.
that is what it is.
It's a tough one.
Final thoughts.
Hopefully that only happens at the AHL level, not at the
Yes.
NHL. We learn from our mistakes, and when the lights shine the brightest, that's when we're gonna make it count, boys. All right, it's all
Mhm.
good. It's all good. It's all good. Final thoughts. I don't know. Just keep studying up on these draft picks. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I've liked what I've read so far with some of these kids. I agree. I mean, with everybody, I don't think Fitzy trades it. He's going to have to be like blown away beyond belief, and I just don't see it happening this year. As Shorts Guy said, there's no generational player. So, I think we make the best of this. I think, for me right now, that right winger looks good. But I'm going to look into some of these draft picks and see where we can really make some moves, and got to find out what's going to happen with some of these RFAs too. Jesper Bratt, Pavel Zacha, is PK Subban walking away?
We'll find out.
We're going to start finding out soon.
Shorts.
That's all I got.
Oh man, my final thought is keep your alerts. Speaking of all those RFAs, keep your alerts for the Let's Go Devils podcast in case we get breaking news on any of them. And same as Scotty, just keep trying. I'm going to force myself to start looking at some of these prospects and see if I can make a decision. Whereas I don't normally look that hard, but that's about all there is. And another week has gone by and no phone calls from Devils ticket reps, so I'll take that as a win.
Oh, no, I got one.
I didn't.
I definitely got one. I should
I did not.
I should start playing them on air. It's basically, hi Sam, hope you're enjoying the off season. Hey, I just want to let you know that we have an open house for tickets, more tickets. The Devils have the second overall pick. Give me a call back.
The next time they call me, I'm going to play stupid. Did you know that, when they say the Devils they have the second overall pick? I had no idea. I thought we were in the playoffs.
Record it. Please record it.
By the way, real quick, just what we were talking about, our good friend Nick Villano over there at Pucks and Pitchforks, his first two articles, 5 players worth trading the first pick, our first round pick over. His other article, why Slavkovsky makes it impossible to say no to him.
Okay.
So I'm not the only one, Sam Wu. I'm not the only one.
I always
All right.
disagree with Nick.
Not a shock.
Right there.
Not a shock.
I claimed Cooley, so now he has to go with the other guy.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah,
right.
That's how it works. It's all about ratings. No, I'm just kidding. What I think, well, it goes beginning of the podcast. I'm just watching the playoffs, the Flames Oilers series, Battle of Alberta is just amazing. The Western Canadian ice is fast. But I also, and watching the Rangers and Carolina and Tampa and all these other series,
Go.
I miss the Devils being in the playoffs. And God forbid the Rangers actually win this thing. I will never forgive this ownership ever again. Like I would be so distraught that I don't know. I don't know what I'd do with myself. I'd be so distraught. Not that they care, you know. The season ticket money's already in.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem.
Yeah, like, and, you know, again, I don't want this to be a pissing fest on the ownership group, but you know what? It's like, show me something. You better show me something. But then again, what am I going to do? Leave? So it's kind of a sticky situation where it's like, what left to do other than just to annoy him?
Be patient, Samuel. Be patient. Just be patient. All right?
But I want to thank all those fans downloading, first and foremost, before we go, because it's unbelievable the last few weeks that it takes the season to be over, and then now everybody's excited again because it was kind of like, the way I figured it is, it was a lame duck session in April, and it was very difficult to do some of these podcasts because it was just the same old thing. Devils gave up 2 shorthanded goals. We suck. We're in the draft, and then as soon as like the season was over, now everybody's back. It's amazing, and I attribute it to a couple things. Our fans are loyal, devoted. Sometimes we bash each other, but I think the weather's been nice where people are tuning in, thinking about our Devils on their commute to work. So I think that's what it is, and I want to thank everybody for that, because without you, the podcast wouldn't be as fun and all that. So thank you very much. Also, I want to thank Scotty and Shorts Guy for coming on. It's not easy, you know. It's not easy trying to figure out what to talk about. I think Beer Baron's back next week, but I'm not sure if he has a family party yet. We usually don't know till like Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Just jokes. Let's see here. I'm trying to hit the music here. Give me 1 second. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Dropping the podcast at midnight. Check out pucksandpitchforks.com. Also, my blog on hockeybuzz.com. Been slacking lately. Going to start putting up some articles. Till next time, let's go Devils.